Are debt settlement companies a scam? Here's the honest answer. No, not all of them, but the industry has enough bad actors that the fear is completely fair, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to tell a legitimate operation from a predatory one in about 60 seconds using a handful of red flags I'm going to give you. Let's get into it. I've been where you are, maxed out my first credit card young. Nobody taught me how it worked, and I settled that debt myself. Then about 10 years working inside the debt settlement industry. So I've seen it from both sides. Now that you know who I am and why you should listen, let's talk about it. First, let's be clear about what a legitimate debt settlement company actually does, because you can't spot a scam if you don't know what the real service looks like. A legitimate company negotiates with your creditors on your behalf to resolve your debts for less than the full balance. In exchange, they charge a fee, usually somewhere in the range between 15 to 25%. On $30,000 of debt, that fee can run several $1,000s. So the honest question isn't, are they a scam? It's, is what they do worth the charge? And are they even doing it? Let me show you how to tell. Real quick so you understand the landscape. Debt settlement companies generally have to follow rules set by federal regulators around telemarketing and debt relief services, and many states layer on their own licensing requirements on top of that. That doesn't mean every company follows those rules, and it definitely doesn't mean the rules stop bad actors from operating, but it does mean there's a real, checkable standard that a legitimate company should be meeting. Keep that in the back of your mind because it's the foundation for the 4 flags I'm about to walk you through. Red flag number 1, they ask for big fees up front before they settled anything. Here's why that matters. In the United States, for a debt relief service sold over the phone, there are federal rules that generally prohibit charging a fee before a debt is actually settled. So if a company wants a large payment from you before they've even done a single thing, that alone should make you deeply suspicious. A legitimate operator gets paid when they deliver a result, not before. Red flag number 2, they guarantee results. Say it with me. Nobody can guarantee a creditor will accept a specific offer. Nobody. A legitimate operator talks in ranges and probabilities because that's the honest way to talk about it. So if a salesperson looks you in the eye and promises they will absolutely cut your debt in half, that's not confidence, that's a lie. And it tells you exactly what kind of outfit you're dealing with. I sat in rooms where sales scripts were built almost entirely around that one guarantee because it's the easiest thing in the world to close a scared person with. Don't fall for confidence dressed up as a promise. Red flag number 3, they tell you to cut off all contact with your creditors and just trust them completely. Now, reducing direct contact can be part of the strategy, but going totally blind and handing over all visibility is dangerous. Here's the nightmare scenario I've seen play out. Someone enrolls, stops paying, stops opening mail, and assumes the company has it handled. Months later, they discover a lawsuit was filed and they never responded because they thought the silence was the plan. You should never lose sight of your own accounts, ever. Red flag number 4, and this is the big one. They take your money into their own account. This is where people get burned the worst. Your settlement fund, the cash you're building to settle with, should be your money in an account that you control until you personally authorize payment to a creditor. When a company is holding your cash in their account, you're betting that they stay solvent, they stay honest, and don't disappear. A lot of people have lost that bet. Your money should never leave your hands until you say so. So you're considering a company and none of the 4 flags jump out at you on the phone. Don't stop there. Before signing anything, spend about 15 minutes checking them out on your own. Look them up with your own state's Attorney General office. Most states let you search complaints for free. Check the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's public complaint database. It's searchable by company name, and read the actual complaints, not just a star rating, because a low rating tells you something happened, but the written complaints tell you what. If you've seen a pattern of people saying their money disappeared or nobody could reach their case manager for months, that's a real sign, not a coincidence. Let me flip this for a second because I don't want you to walk away thinking every company is out to get you. A legitimate operation looks almost boring by comparison. They explain the fee structure clearly in writing before you sign anything. No vague language. They tell you up front that results vary and that some creditors won't settle at all. They give you a dedicated account that's actually in your name, not a pooled account they control. They send you copies of every offer and every response, not a vague monthly summary. And when you ask a direct question, you get a direct answer, not a redirect back to how much money you'll save. If the company checks every one of those boxes, that's a real sign they're operating the right way. Boring and transparent is exactly what you want here. Let's put a face on this. Imagine someone $30,000 in debt, exhausted, getting collection calls daily. A company calls, warm and reassuring, and says, pay us $2,000 now, stop talking to your creditors, send us $300 a month, and we'll handle everything. It feels like relief, so they do it, but the fee comes out first, the fund builds slowly, Hopefully a creditor sues in the meantime, and a year later they're worse off, out thousands of fees with a judgment against them. Every single red flag was present in that pitch. If they'd known the 4 flags, they would have walked. That's what this video is protecting you from. And notice what made that pitch work in the moment. It wasn't a bad person on the other end of the phone necessarily, it was timing. They called exactly when the fear was the highest, right after another collection call, right when someone just wanted the noise to stop. That's not an accident, that's how these calls get scripted, which is exactly why I want you to have your own checklist ready before you ever in that emotional spot. Not while you're on the phone trying to think clearly under pressure. One more practical piece before we move on. When you're checking a company's reviews, don't just look at the average star rating. It tells you almost nothing on its own. Sort by the lowest reviews first and actually read what people wrote. You're looking for a specific pattern, not an unhappy customer. Every company has a few of those. You're looking for the same complaint showing up over and over. Money disappearing, no communication for months, fees with nothing settled. One angry review is a person having a bad day, 20 reviews describing the exact same experience is a business model. And it's not always a dramatic story like that one. Sometimes it's a smaller and quieter. I've heard people who've enrolled for a modest amount, maybe $8,000 to $9,000 in debt, paid the setup fee, made their monthly deposit faithfully for about a year, and then discovered that the company had settled exactly 0 of their accounts that whole time. No lawsuit, no big blow up, just months of fees with nothing to show for it. And that's the version of this that doesn't make headlines, but it happens constantly, and exactly why checking a company out before you sign matters as much as spotting the obvious red flags. Now, if you're watching this and you've already signed up with a company and something I just said is making your stomach turn, take a breath. You're not stuck. You generally have the right to cancel a debt relief service agreement, and in a lot of cases, especially early on, you can get back fees that were collected but not yet earned through an actual settlement. Pull your contract, look for the cancellation terms, and if anything about your money isn't tracking with the 4 flags I gave you, that's worth a direct conversation with them in writing, asking exactly where your funds are and what's been settled so far. You're allowed to ask that question. A legitimate company will answer it without hesitation. So here's the reframe that changes everything. The real question isn't just, are they a scam? It's, what am I actually paying for? Because when you break down what a settlement company does, it's 3 things. They negotiate, they structure the fund, and they follow up. And here's the truth the industry doesn't advertise. You can do all 3 of these things yourself. The negotiation is a phone call with a script. The fund is a savings account and you open and you control. The follow-up is getting each agreement in writing before you pay. None of that requires handing a stranger a quarter of your money. Now, the fair objection, but isn't it just easier to pay someone? Sometimes yes, and I want to be honest about that. If you are completely overwhelmed, if the phone calls give you panic attacks, if you generally cannot manage the process, paying a legitimate company to handle it can be worth it to you. And there's no shame in that, but understand what you're buying. You're not paying them because the task is impossible, you're paying them because nobody handed you the script and the system. The person negotiating on the other end of the line is usually a call center employee reading from a screen. With the right preparation, you can just be as effective and keep thousands in fees. That's actually the whole reason we built Vantage Path. It gives you the scripts, the timing on when creditors tend to be most willing to work with you, the realistic ranges of what's been accepted, so you're negotiating from information instead of fear. And this is the key part. Your money stays in your own account the entire time. We never touch it. You stay in control, you authorize every payment yourself, and you keep what you would have paid in fees. But hear me clearly, whether you use a tool like ours, hire a vetted company, or do it completely solo with a notebook and a phone, the 4 red flags are the same. Use them. So here's how to apply this. If you're ever evaluating a debt relief company, run the 4 flags. 1, do they want big fees before settling anything? 2, do they guarantee results? 3, do they want you totally in the dark? 4, do they hold your money? If you get a yes on any of those, especially the last one, walk away. Then take 15 minutes and check them with your state attorney general and the CFB complaint database before you sign anything. A legitimate operation will pass all of those without flinching. Step back from the 4 flags for a second because I want you to leave this video with more than just a checklist. The debt settlement industry exists because a real problem exists. People carrying more debt than they can pay off through minimums alone. The problem is legitimate and the fear around who to trust with it is legitimate too, but the fix was never supposed to be blind trust in whoever calls first with the friendliest voice. The fix is knowing enough about how this actually works that no one can talk you into something that isn't in your interest. Whether that's a predatory company, a well-meaning friend with bad advice, or honesty, even me. Question everything, including this video. Verify it. That's the whole posture I want you to walk away with. Let's recap. Not every settlement company is a scam, but the space is full of predators, so you protect yourself with 4 red flags: upfront fees before results, guaranteed outcomes, demanding total silence and blind trust, and holding your money in their account. Any of those and you're out. Check them before you sign, not after. And remember, most of what they charge you for, you can do yourself, with your money staying in your own hands the whole way. If this saved you from a bad decision, subscribe and go watch my next video where I put the real numbers side by side, doing it yourself versus hiring a company on $30,000 in debt. You'll see exactly what that fee is costing you. I'll see you there. Quick note, I'm not a lawyer or financial advisor, and this is education, not legal or financial advice for your specific situation. Always do your own homework on any company before you sign anything.